course of a story that continues to garner a lot of headlines. This is just about yesterday. The Allahabad High Court had said that it is allowing a survey, and this is about the Krishna Janmabhoomi Mandir and the Eidgah dispute. And at the end of that survey, the court believes that there's got to be more clarity about the ownership of that land title. But another significant victory now for the Hindu side. The Supreme Court earlier has refused to stay that Allahabad High Court order for the appointment of a court commissioner to inspect the Shahi Eidgah Mosque in connection with the Krishna Janmabhoomi case. We've also spoken to Jagduru Ramchandra. Listen in to this exclusive conversation on his thoughts behind this entire story.
महाराज जी,
मोदी जी आएंगे, मोदी जी विल रिपीट,
मोदी जी
विल रिपीट।
जो ये इंडिया गठबंधन वाले कह रहे हैं कि हम तो मुकाबला करेंगे,
करेंगे तो हारेंगे।
हाँ गाड़ी
300 से अधिक सीट आएगी।
राम मंदिर का 2024 में उद्घाटन हो रहा है, किस तरीके से देखेंगे आप इसे?
ये तो मेरी ही देन है, ये मेरे गवाही से निर्णय हुआ है। मुझे इतनी प्रसन्नता होगी जैसे मालिक को अपने वृक्ष के पुष्पित और फलित होने में प्रसन्नता होती है।
महाराज जी,
मोदी जी आएंगे, मोदी जी विल रिपीट,
मोदी जी
विल रिपीट।
जो ये इंडिया गठबंधन वाले कह रहे हैं कि हम तो मुकाबला करेंगे,
करेंगे तो हारेंगे।
हाँ गाड़ी
300 से अधिक सीट आएगी।
राम मंदिर का 2024 में उद्घाटन हो रहा है, किस तरीके से देखेंगे आप इसे?
ये तो मेरे गवाही से निर्णय हुआ है। मुझे इतनी प्रसन्नता होगी जैसे मालिक को अपने वृक्ष के पुष्पित और फलित होने में प्रसन्नता होती है।
And now let's shift our focus to get you more details of what happened at the Parliament. The attack, many said, this again raises a number of questions, whether it comes to the security angle, the security apparatus, the many kind of questions being asked, and not to forget, what about those who are involved and behind this attack? Now, just late last evening, we got you the entire story of that significant arrest by the Delhi police over the mastermind, the alleged mastermind in the case, Lalit Jha. Republic has confronted him earlier. Take a listen to what happened.
सर ये किसके कहने पे आपने किया? ललित 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 आपने किसके कहने पे किया? ललित 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 ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया? ललित ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया सब कुछ? ललित ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया सब कुछ?
আর কতজন মিলে দেশের জন্য ক্ষতি করছো? ললিত কতজন আছে টুকরো টুকরো গেছে? ললিত কতজন আছে টুকরো টুকরো গেছে?
सर ये किसके कहने पे आपने किया?
তার সাথে কাজ করতে
ललित 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 ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया? ललित 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 ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया? ललित ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया सब कुछ? ललित ये आपने किसके कहने पे किया सब कुछ?
আর কতজন মিলে দেশের জন্য ক্ষতি করছো? ললিত কতজন আছে টুকরো টুকরো গেছে? ললিত কতজন আছে টুকরো টুকরো গেছে?
So that is what happened when Lalit Jha earlier was taken out, remember, from that special cell, and our teams confronted him. Let's also get in our colleague Shravan, who's tracking that story. He joins us on the phone line, I'm told, right now. Shravan, what is it that you can tell us first up about this man, Lalit Jha himself? Is he the mastermind? Is that what the agencies believe, or they believe that these are just pawns and the real puppeteer possibly somewhere else?
Well, Deepthi, if you go by
Okay, I think we have some trouble right now connecting with Shravan, but we'll get you more updates on what the police has said so far. Do remember, there is no official version yet, but yes, a lot of source-based information that does indicate that he possibly, the agencies believe, could be the mastermind behind the attack. This was a conspiracy in the planning for some years now. There are also reports that say that at least two of them did undertake a recce also of the parliament. Now, how could that have been possible? When did they do that? Who really supported them? These are all questions that the agencies would be looking to get answers to. On your screens are images of a little earlier today where he was produced in court, and we'll continue to get you more updates as and when we have them. Now, as you can see on your screens, Lalit Jha has now reached the court. He's going to be produced there, and we'll wait and see what the agencies really demand for. They would be looking at a custody to be able to ensure that they get answers to a lot of important questions, and his allegiance, whether he was acting under his own volition, what really was behind all this, from when was this conspiracy being planned and discussed, and how and when did they go about this? How did they get in touch with the other intruders who were a part of the entire conspiracy here? And a very, very serious security breach on the other side is the entire angle of all these people who've now been picked up by the agencies. Lalit Jha, supposedly the mastermind of the entire attack. We are still standing by to get you more details with our colleague Shravan, who's expected to join us. And there are more reactions also that I'm told are coming in right now. Shravan, can you hear us? Shravan, are you able to hear us?
Well, in fact, Deepti, I can hear your question, but just to quickly take our viewers through the latest developments of the question that you had earlier asked with regards to who is Lalit Jha and is he just a pawn? Now, if you simply go by the information that has come in as of now, let me just take you through that. Who exactly is Lalit Jha? Why is he important of the entire case? Because the four of the accused who were basically dropped outside Parliament, they were actually brought in by Lalit Jha. The moment they were dropped, two of them went inside, that is Manoranjan and Sagar. Two others were outside, Amol as well as Neelam. The moment the ruckus began, it was Lalit Jha who had made the first shot, or rather filmed the entire ruckus, and with his partner, the NGO partner who was based out of West Bengal. It turns out, after that, he left the national capital and there was an escape plan. That's what we are picking up by way of our sources within the Delhi police. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The reason why I say that this is just the tip of the iceberg is because there are two other characters who have now emerged. Mahesh and Kailash. Both of them belong to Rajasthan, and it turns out that Lalit Jha, after escaping from the national capital, when he reached Neemrana, the last known location, and thereafter had gone to Nagaur, the logistical support was actually provided by Mahesh and Kailash. Now that's what we are picking up. The bigger question that emerges right now, Deepti, is with regards to who exactly was really funding them. A case in point is the tickets that were provided to Manoranjan, Amol, all of whom had travelled from their respective states. One had travelled from Karnataka, the other had come in from Maharashtra due to expensive tickets. So where did it come from? And that's the reason why the Delhi Police Special Search Force is essentially indicating that there is an NGO circuit. The reason why they said that there is an NGO circuit is because Lalit Jha was actually associated with an NGO that was based out of West Bengal. The credentials of the same are now being questioned. The very fact that it isn't an authorized NGO to begin with. Secondly, when questions were basically asked to his partner with regards to the registration of the NGO, he hasn't been able to provide any answer. that's the reason why this entire NGO circuit is also now being questioned. What was the motive? The motive, was it only to disrupt the proceedings here, or was it someone else? That's the reason why it's the question that is essentially being asked. Who else was actually involved? What are the responsibilities that are being asked at this point in time with regards to the other accused? And whether at all there is one kingmaker here. The reason why I use the word kingmaker is because most of them appear to be puppets in the hands of Lalit Jha. And Lalit Jha, who has now spoken to the investigators, say that there were other people who were actually involved. So far, only 2 others have been named. It does appear that there is a possibility of a key person being named by the Delhi Police Special Cell once he is produced inside the court.